Okay, let's go ahead and get things underway. Let me go ahead and give Spotify the most of the rest of the stream off, and we're going to move briefly over to here. Hey everyone, Spidey Librarian here, and welcome to Classics Revisited. We're going to be watching Brightburn today. I don't know if I don't really know what the general consensus is about this movie. I haven't really looked up reviews or anything. I've seen it before. I remember enjoying it. I thought this was really a really good twist on the superhero story that actually did make it truly horrific. This was probably 5, 6 years ago that I was in movie theaters. Again, I was watching that one with my girlfriend at the time. I watched a lot of horror movies with a particular woman during like the 2019 to 2020 era. So if it was in theaters, we probably went to see it together. And Brightburn was definitely one of those movies. So, anyways, let me see. I see that Wolf MCOC is here. Welcome, my friend. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. He said that he had to look this up. He thought it was an animated Superman story. It is not. It is definitely not. But I do remember enjoying it, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a little peek and just take a look and see what people generally tend to think about Brightburn. On IMDb, it's got a 6.1 out of 10 rating. Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 57% rating, which I think is like 3 points away from fresh. And then Letterboxd gives it a 2.6 out of 5. So, um, I mean, definitely better than the New Mutants in I think every single measure. Um, at least in terms of the review aggregators. However, again, I didn't feel like New Mutants was actually a horror movie. Like, I mean, you can go back to my other stream to see my opinions on that. So, Wolf is asking, is this streaming anywhere? It is not. At least nowhere that I appear to have access to. Oh, it is streaming on Peacock. If you have a subscription to Peacock, it is part of their subscription. Otherwise, you have to rent it. That's what I'm doing. I went over to the Fandango at home service and just paid $4 and was like, I'll rent this. So, but with all that said, I think we're gonna go ahead and start setting up. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna do a sound test. Let me go ahead and plug in the headphones, and I'm gonna mute the desktop audio so that you guys cannot hear it. Let's just go ahead and do the I'm just gonna hit watch. Now, this film is 1 hour and 31 minutes, so this is overall a fairly short watch. But I remember it being pretty pretty vicious in places. Okay, so you should not be hearing anything. I've got that creepy, low-toned, horror vibe. That eerie, oh, it's coming to get you tone. All right, about 20 seconds in. Screen Gems, a Sony company. And here we stop. Okay, that was about 30 seconds worth of listening. Let's try that again. There we go. All right. So hopefully you guys didn't hear anything. Please let me know if you did. Otherwise, we're going to have to be dealing with a copyright issue that I don't really want to deal with and you guys don't want me dealing with. So, all right, there were a lot of alternative superpowered people movies out at the time. Unbreakable, Hancock, Chronicle, to name a few. Well, Unbreakable, I think that came out like in 2001. Hancock was probably around that time as well. I never saw Chronicle. Was Chronicle any good? Let me know. I haven't seen that one. All right. I should be good. Okay, all right. Then I think we are going to go ahead and just get underway because I know I'm late in getting started. So, all right. So before we get started, just to let you know, if you are new and you are just kind of tuning in, if you're also expecting to hear any audio or see any video from the feature that is in question here, I'm afraid is not going to happen. What you see here is what you get, just the camera pointed at me. I'm watching and I'm reacting. That's pretty much what you're going to get. The intent here is that we are going to eventually make reaction videos off of this content at some point, but also you have the opportunity to watch along with me. And to that end, we're going to go to the Classics Revisited overlay. There we are. You'll see the timer. You'll be able to join in with me wherever wherever the timer is. And so you'll be able to watch it along with me and see my reactions as I'm watching it. Now, Classics Revisited, I've seen them before. I kind of know what to expect, but a lot of these movies I haven't seen in years. So in a lot of ways, it is like rewatching it for the first time again. Um, with that said, if this is not the kind of content you're looking for, I understand completely. Feel free to click away. I don't want to waste your time, and I certainly don't want the negative engagement that I get from some people who think that no one wants to see this kind of content, which is not true. All right. Anyways, with all that said, we will be making reaction video content off of this footage. And so what I'm going to do is we are going to have an introduction. Sorry, we're going to have an introduction. We're going to do the viewing. We're going to do what I call the post-mortem, where we review and react to what we've seen. And then we're going to have an outro, and then we'll be done. So that is pretty much how it's going to go. And I think we are ready to get started. Also, I do apologize. My name is Spidey Librarian, of course, and I'm not wearing a Spider-Man shirt today. Um, and the reason for that is because I um it all my Spider-Man shirts are in the laundry. They literally are. We didn't have access to our washer and dryer for over a week, and I've just gotten access to them. They are in the laundry, but I was not able to get any of them cleaned in time for this stream. So, anyways, hopefully you'll at least find this shirt somewhat appropriate. So, we're gonna go ahead and get ready here. Now, I mentioned we would be doing an intro, and to be fair, we are going to start that intro right now. Hey everyone, Spidey Librarian here, and welcome to Classics Revisited, the live streaming show where I watch a classic movie that I have enjoyed, and then I react to it on my channel. Now, my definition of a classic movie might not be the same as your definition of a classic movie. All I have to have done is watched it and enjoyed it. It can be from 1925, it can be from 2025. It does not matter. If I liked it, that's good enough for it to be in Classics Revisited. And so there we are. Today's feature is going to be the 2019 horror film Brightburn. And please remember that as Classics Revisited serves as both a reaction and watch party, this will serve as a reaction and watch party to the 2019 horror film Brightburn. I remember looking at the trailer for Brightburn and going, ooh, oh, they're actually going to go there, aren't they? The idea of taking the Superman story and then inverting it, subverting it, whatever you want to call it, into something horrific is I know that the makers of this movie cannot have been the first people to have thought about it. I'm pretty sure other writers will have tackled something similar to this. I know that similar things have been done with Spider-Man's story and stuff like that. Maybe not in movie form, but certainly in writing. And so Brightburn was one of those movies that when it came out, I was like, I looked at my girlfriend at the time and I'm like, we need to go see this. And she was like, yes, we do. We need to go see this. So we went and we watched it. And honestly, as far as horror movies tend to go, we really enjoyed this one. it had some very genuinely like unsettling moments where, maybe they were a bit over the top or cheesy or, whatever. But like a couple of them were just really kind of disturbing. There's a scene in particular where I think he like a classmate is forced to help him up or something, and he like breaks her arm as he, takes it to get up. I mean, just stuff like that where I'm just like, wow. Anyways, this is just one of those movies that I haven't seen it in a few years. And I mean, there's a lot that I have forgotten, but there are definitely a few scenes that I very much remember that live rent free in my head. And I can't wait to revisit them and then rediscover what I have forgotten about this movie. And we're going to do that in just a moment. If you enjoy these reactions, please go ahead and thwip the like button. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing as well. Also, consider sharing this out with your friends, your family, your followers, anyone that you think would enjoy my reaction to these media. In this case, horror fans. Whether you like or dislike this movie, let me know why in the comments. I would love to have a conversation with you about this film. And finally, you can find the full and unedited live stream of this reaction on my YouTube channel. There is a master playlist of all movies that I've watched and reacted to, and I'm dividing them up into shorter playlists, usually by genre. Oh boy, Brightburn would be in the horror and science fiction genre playlists. I'm going to just double check that and make sure that I got that correct. Yes, Brightburn would be in the horror and science fiction genre playlist. It would also be in a tag playlist for superhero movies as well. Um, anyways, whichever of those movies, or I'm sorry, whichever of those playlists you go looking for, remember, blah, 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 remember to look for them on my YouTube channel under the category Watch Party. All right, and I think we are just about ready. All right, you guys ready for this? I am ready for this. Okay. Wolf says that Chronicle was good. Josh Trank directed it. Was about a group of high schoolers who found a meteor and gained powers. Was shot found footage style. Ooh, okay. As one kid used a camera and chronicled everything. Really? Okay, that sounds kind of amazing, actually. I'll definitely have to look at that one. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and headphone up for this. Let me go ahead and make sure there aren't any pesky cable problems. There we go. All right. Hey, the Lord of Forbidden Decks. Good to see you, Gurney. I hope you're doing well. Okay. Let me see. All right. I've got a slow connection now. Sorry, guys. Sometimes my internet just decides it does not want to work. Okay. All right. I think we briefly lost connection. Let me know if there were any disruptions. But I got several messages from OBS. It appears we're good now, so hopefully this is the only time that'll happen during this stream. Um, sometimes the internet gods just don't like me, guys. Sometimes it just happens. Okay, all right. So I want to make sure. Hold on a moment. Okay, why do I not like? All right, sorry, I am just changing the size of the chat box ever so slightly. Nope, okay, that's just me being that's just me being paranoid. So, all right. Okay, hello to Hunter Iggy. Telling me that James Gunn was the producer for Brightburn. Really? I had no clue. Oh my God, yeah, he was. He was one of the producers. Him, Kenneth Huang, and Dan Clifton. Okay, I feel the slightest bit ashamed that I did not know that. Oh my God. Very cool and very awesome. I mean, I really enjoyed Superman, and of course, the Guardians of the Galaxy films. Now, a lot of people will argue with me about this, but I honestly feel like the Guardians of the Galaxy films got better with each one. Just my personal opinion. So, okay. All right. So, I think we are good to go. Um, I'm going to go ahead and just do the intro, and then we're going to. Why? Sorry, my cable situation is still an issue. Okay. All right. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna when I throw out the whip about a second later, I'm gonna hit play, and then about a second after that, I am going to hit the timer script, and it'll start counting. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put a couple of seconds on the timer right now. All right. And then I'm gonna when I give out the thwip, um, generally you can start then. If you may want to wait a second or two if you want to be precise, but it really doesn't matter. So, all right. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this underway. All right, you guys ready? All right. Okay, everyone. 2019's Brightburn. Here we go. All right, we should be good. Okay. That low rumbling sound that you hear in a lot of horror movies. Something is coming to get you. Okay, and I think the timer and the movie are synced up pretty closely, so the H Collective. All right. It's like all of these development studios are coming to get you, you know? The Briars. They're just simple folk, right? Oh, well. Yeah, dude. Like, stop talking, huh? What? Take the watch off, moron. Dude, that guy is like super beard, okay? Look at that beard on him. My God. Maybe you felt that. Holy crap. Not gonna lie, that was a bit of a jump scare for me. I wonder. Oh, he's so cute. He's a cute little baby. Excuse me. So it's like when Superman came to Earth, he had a message from his parents. I forget. Does this kid have one? I don't remember. Bye. So he's what? Like 11, 11, 12, something like that. Oh, Brandon Breyer, Brightburn, haha. And so he never evinced any powers when he was a baby. Because man, that's not how it was with Clark. Oh, really? You're not even close. Oh God, this is a game they play all the time. Uh, oh, he's not even responding now. Uh-oh, he's somewhere nearby. I can generally take or leave Elizabeth Banks as an actress, but there are movies where she puts in like a really good performance. I don't remember about this one. Oh God. Ah, gotcha. And Super Beard is still Super Beard. Uh-huh. Ooh. Super Beard's making waffles. Nobody knows nothing. Oh God. Oh God. Pretty girl gave him praise. Uh-oh. How many superhero movies does this make for Elizabeth Banks? This has got to be what, number 4 at this point? Because she was in the first 3 Spider-Man movies, the Sam Raimi ones, and she is a painter. Oh, guys, I forgot to take my inhaler today, so I'm gonna go ahead and just do that real quick. Hmm. Yay, Atzma. Oh God. I mean, if I had known that was a voice, that would freak me the hell out right there. And now his eyes are glowing red because, this is a horror movie. So, like, what is it? He reaches puberty and suddenly, like, his alien heritage decides it takes over, or what? And she's like, oh God, that was a thumping. What just happened? Okay. That was yeah, that was worth checking out. See, even knowing that I'm just filming this, all this darkness and this wide open, like, but enclosed space would freak me the hell out. Like, I would film this, but I would not like this as an actor. Which ironically would probably have me give it a pretty good performance because her character's not supposed to like this either. Whoa. Yep. Oh, he's just sleepwalking, or he's just sleep forcing the door open. Yeah. Okay. You were sleepwalking, buddy. You were sleepwalking, that's all. Yep. See? Knew it. Uh-huh. I wonder what's buried under that door. Trap door, whatever. Cellar door, I don't know. I'm gonna guess it's the ship that he came in. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they should have gotten rid of that ship a long time ago. Guy looks a little bit like Mark Ruffalo. Okay, so mom is keeping secrets now. What's that? Apparently, Candy worked on him. Yeah, I dislike lawnmowers, especially old ones. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Saw that coming. What did I just do? Oh my God, I'm Superman. Oh, well, he got it working. I mean, at least there's that. Okay, look, buddy, just because you're super strong doesn't mean you're invulnerable. Okay, see, this is a freakish scene to me right here. Like, dear God, why? Why? And he's fine. Just destroyed the lawnmower, but, whatever. Okay, he's still trying to enjoy being a kid. Oh. Okay, the mom. This is. Oh. Is that his teacher? Okay. Oh, God. Oh, boy. Wow. That is a temper tantrum. I mean, that was a really. That was not a great move on the dad's part either. At 12? Really? At 12, huh? That's good parenting right there. He needs to know we give a shit. Mm, oh yeah, uh-huh, gone to church. That's completely what they were thinking. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Okay, all right. Randy parents, got it. Oh yeah, whatever became of the lawn kind of thing. He's like, "Yep, got the attitude and everything going on." Wow. See, those moments when he like wakes up are genuinely disconcerting because it's like he doesn't even realize what's going on, you know? I mean, maybe he wants to be a doctor. Um, maybe he wants you to, to be a surgeon. Sorry, are we not going to talk about the fork thing? I think that was kind of important too. The kid's like, sure, whatever, Dad. Yeah. Mm, God, no, not now. What the hell, boy? We're not really near any of them, for one. Now, I'm curious, did they bring the gun that his aunt and uncle got him, or uh-oh, he's out and about. Are you kidding me? So that night, he goes and tries to serenade this girl? Okay. Oh my God, he's in her room? Creepy. Creepo, basically. Yeah. Sorry, Brandon, this is not how you do it, buddy. What's about to happen? Oh, was he just, levitating like you do? Okay, so she saw his face very clearly. Okay. Took a long way to go take a pee, it seems like. So are these just like visions that are coming to him from the ship or whatever the hell it is? Meteor? I don't know. Okay. Time to go. Nice line work. He's really obsessed with red and black, and that symbol is really like interesting. And he's able to make it a play on his name too, you know. Okay, so they never took this thing, huh? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is Superbeard in danger here? Okay, wow. Is he in a trance again? He's probably in a trance again. The chickens were scared of him this time, though. I'm sorry, did he just go out and murder a bunch of chickens? Is that what I'm hearing? Oh, yeah. Something did catastrophic damage. Yep. Oh, she is not doing. She's not doing herself any favors. And she is not happy. Oh my god. Is she going to be the one that has to Uh-uh. Ooh. Help him up. And yeah, okay, I remember. See, you see why that scene lives rent free in my head? Miss Merrily? Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say that's his aunt. Ooh. See, she. Oh boy. How do you explain what happened to her daughter? Uh-oh, he just affixed the mother with the death stare. You know what that means. Oh, finally gonna come clean, huh? Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Does Superman exist in this world? Like, do they have that story to compare it to? They were in Kansas. That's hilarious too. See, he should be able to tear the trapdoor off now. Yeah. If she would have heard that, looks like she's too distracted. Uh-oh. She sees the red glow, though. Well, how would you like to walk in and find that sight? Whoa, what is it? Oh, who just bled? Oh, someone just what cut him exactly? I can't even imagine what she must be thinking. He kind of is different. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, yeah, I suppose that's true enough. Yep. His facial expressions, the dad, are actually really like his whole like, oh, are you? Oh my god, are you serious? Like his facial expressions are actually really good. Whoa. Well, heat vision indeed. Holy crap. And now he's just going to torment this girl. Oh god. Yeah, this is creepy. Oh god, that's a I think in that moment she should have said something like please don't hurt her or please don't, kill anyone or and maybe she could have made a difference. Oh god. Dude, you're going to is this going to be his first kill, right? I don't think he's taken anyone out yet, right? Okay, so the frosting was there before, but the symbols were not. I don't think Gary is obsessed with that symbol. Okay, that took some precision planning. Oh, 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 forgot about that. Oh, whew. As far as body horror goes, that's pretty good. And now she's seeing partially in red. You need to get to a phone and call 911, lady. Oh, great. Okay, so she was able to write that off, I suppose, but still. God. And locked herself in the freezer. Didn't think that far ahead, did you? Is he telekinetic too? God. That was a vicious scene. And I was gonna say, what were you thinking about? What's totally cool? This is very, very vague. So now Caitlin's mom is dead. Oh God, she's not even there? What did he do with her? Yeah, got a broken arm. Uh-huh. Okay, this cop is fairly competent, which means that he's a danger to him. Superior, huh? That's an interesting word. Interesting time to use it. Uh-oh. That heavy breathing and then suddenly nighttime. What happened to her? What the hell? Like this. Sesame chicken. I prefer General Tso's myself, but sesame's pretty decent. Great, so he's gonna kill her, huh? It's your aunt. Well, I guess not really, but come on, dude. It's an accurate use of light right there. I like that. That was a neat effect. Ah, they got a motion tracking system. Oh, great. Nah, or I'd demand to know who's on the other side. Oh God. Oh wow. Are you threatening me? Yeah. Mm. Oh man. Oh, this is not going to go well for her. That's a long message she is typing. Okay, and now he's turning off ringer. Okay, not a good course of action. Wow. Come on, dude. The guy got you a gun. I know your dad took it away, but you know. Okay, she's alive. Oh God. That okay, that was comically bad. Oh, hi. I don't think that's a good idea, and I'm surprised the ant didn't wake up. He is not responding. Yep. Put on the mask and he can do anything. I'm sorry, why are you getting in the truck right now? Yeah, I'd be wondering that too. Uh-huh. I'm like, did he just like destroy your engine or something? This poor fool. It's like he knew that the light was going to come on too. Oh, look, he's levitating. That would be my response too. Nope, 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 nope. I'm out of here. Yeah, that doesn't mean anything. You need to get. Is this guy a comedian? Something about his delivery. Oh, oh God. Oh. Oh. I guess that's kill number two. God. Oh.
Oh. Oh. Talk about a terrible way to go. Like, I want you to see the face of the person that is killing you. Oh. And you're just gonna leave that stupid symbol there? Okay, that's super suspicious. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That him leaving the room, that was a very like I'm going to handle this somehow kind of walk. So she's up and about. She's probably freaking out. Huh? Is he having a nightmare? Is that what's going on here? Okay, so we're getting to see the moment that they found him. Oh. Oh. Oh, look at her face. Oh my God. Whew. Okay, good jump scare there. God. She doesn't even know he came home and is she still going to talk to the sheriff today? This is he's probably going to just like dismiss this. He doesn't care. Dad's not buying it at all. Dad's like, ah, okay. Okay, you should not have called that out right there. There we go. There we go. Now it's on the table. He is completely capable. Don't. This is not a good time. And going through the kids' room. Here we go. Yep, that's blood. Mm-hmm. Oh man, that is some class A denial. Lady, you have been keeping So many secrets from him. Mm-hmm. Yep. After that dream, it was just like no going back. He's like, nope, I don't trust this kid. Uh-huh. Yep. There we go. The symbol. There it is. There's the symbol. All right. Rip to the sheriff because he's competent, which means he is not going to make it. He is not going to make it. That poor guy. Oh, yeah, that's going to go well. Oh, boy. I don't think that's going to go well at all. Mm-hmm. I get the feeling that the dad is not coming back from this one. At least not alive. All right. How's this going to go? Is he going to try to shoot him? I could see him doing that. Okay, they live in Brightburn County. Okay. Mm-hmm. Or Brightburn. He has very clearly just rattled her. Uh huh. See, she did not help herself with this. She was a little too like, what is she doing? Is she gonna like burn all of the stuff or what? Don't do it. Oh God, the illustration, really? Why would you want to blow up the? Oh, oh, the dad was willing, but he is just fine. You're not human. There's no point. There's no point. He's got you. Yep. Yep. He's just screwing with him now. Dude, you took your shot literally and it did not pan out. You are basically a dead man walking at this point. Ooh. Punched the gun out of his hand. Nice. Dude, you just tried to kill him. I'm sorry. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. That was not surprising. Oh. So she probably knows that her husband is dead now. Where do you think? Just takes his dad's phone. Ooh. I did not realize, or I did, at least I didn't remember that the dad actually shot Brandon. Like, was not expecting that one. I swear to God, he timed that. I think he can hear the calls or something because that was like dramatically good timing. You better radio in some backup there, bud. Okay, if he's not there, he's clearly closer. You best just call out to him and get the confrontation over with. Oh, he did radio in backup. Okay. Oh man, those poor cops. I don't know that that's a good idea. Yeah, this isn't about taking cover. You need to escape. Sheriff is down. You should say that too. Sheriff is down. What did he do? Did he like fly to the police station and kill all the cops or something? He was. Now he's gone. And there he is, of course. Good God. Wow. Yeah, that's right, Mom. Remember, you did this, okay? I mean, I guess we don't get the full scope of what Brandon's power set is, but it seems to me like he's got pretty much all of Superman's powers, which should include enhanced hearing. See, feel like he's just playing with her at this point. Ugh. Okay, anyone should have heard that. Okay, stop saying this stuff out loud, and maybe you'll have a chance. He is just having a bad time of it. Go ahead. Rip a sharp portion of it off. Who is that? Oh my god, that's Caitlin's mom. Okay, she took a shard of it. Come on, baby. And come on, he's gonna pop up at some point, right? Boy, what is going on with you, son? Really? Oh boy. Why do you keep doing this crap? Oh. Yep. Yep. Too little, too late. You get treated to a sight that very few mortals see outside of an airplane. It must be very cold up there. And you know, honestly, I think that's a bit symbolic of her falling off of her high horse. Because only when it was way too late, only when it was way too late did she decide, you know, I should do something about him. Wow. Oh, God. Stop tagging everything, you stupid kid. Wow. Oh, credits. Uh, Billie Eilish is I'm a bad guy. I like that. Mm. Yay. My girlfriend and I who went to see this together. Is that Michael Rooker? Okay, if this was produced by James Gunn, there we go. There's Michael Rooker for you. But no, she got me into Billie Eilish. Is he doing his Alex Jones impression? Is that is freaking hilarious. That was great. That was great. Okay, so I don't remember seeing that. I do not remember. I'm pretty sure I would have remembered seeing Michael Rooker by that point. So that was that was Chef's kiss perfect. Dippy toes creeping around like no one knows. Think you're so criminal. Bruises on both my knees for you. Don't say thank you. Oh, please, I do what I want when I'm wanting to. My soul's so cynical. All right. And we've got about a little less than 4 minutes of credits here. But man, sorry, like the credits, I'm pretty excited about. Playing Billie Eilish, and we see Michael Rooker doing an Alex Jones impression. That was awesome. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if there are any post-credit scenes for this movie. We just saw like the mid-credit Michael Rooker scenes, but you know, like I like to think we would have stayed if there were any post-credit scene, but I don't think there is. It feels like Michael Rooker is in most things that James Gunn does. Like, yeah, like as soon as I saw Michael Rooker, I was like, well, if I didn't know this was a James Gunn film before, now I definitely know. So, this is a perfect Billie Eilish song to have go into the credits. I mean, I suppose if they had wanted to, they could have done a sequel to this. I kind of don't know that that's ever going to happen, but might be worth googling once I'm done here.
Okay, we're about a minute out from the end of the credits. Okay. Okay, it doesn't look like there is a post-credit scene, which is, fine. Let's get the script out. All right, and we are done. All right, guys, that was Brightburn. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I feel a bit ashamed that I did not know that James Gunn had his fingerprints on this movie. Not a clue. Not a clue. So, all right, okay. Let's go ahead and post-mortem this. Oh, actually, hold on. Before I begin the post-mortem, let me bring out the script. I'm going to reset the timer so that way we know when the post-mortem has more or less started. So, all right. Okay, and that was Brightburn. And overall, pretty enjoyable movie. Definitely has got a few good jump scares in it. And a few scenes that I cannot believe that I forgot, including the finding of Caitlin's mother, Erica, by the alien ship. I was like that does become one of those. Okay, what happened with that kind of questions? And they answered. They answered in a big way. So mostly, I what I feel like this movie is, it feels a bit like Rosemary's Baby in a way, because Elizabeth Banks's character Tori is just defending the hell out of her son. She's in such denial about what he is, despite a lot of the evidence in front of her, that I felt like when he finally took her up into the sky and then dropped her, it was just symbolic. It was symbolic of her falling off that high horse of hers. And I'm not saying that it isn't justified, because the instinct of motherhood has always been depicted as very, very powerful, and parenthood in general, but particularly motherhood. And that's one of the reasons that I make the comparison to Rosemary's Baby, because at the end of that movie, when she discovers that her child is literally the son of the devil, what does she do? She protects it. She takes it into her arms and holds it, even though she knows that no good will come of this. So I don't know. I kind of like that comparison. Obviously, you can compare this to Superman in quite a few ways. Um, but I really like the idea of, him basically being able to do just about everything Superman does, and then just deciding, you know what, I'm gonna terrorize people with it. Um, it's one of those. It is a concept that I don't think has been revisited enough times, and I would really like to just take a moment to say that even though a lot of this movie has a lot of disquieting stuff in it, a lot of good things that you're looking for in a horror movie, I would say one of its weaknesses is that I was so much more excited by the end credits than I was throughout the rest of the movie. I was super happy that they were playing Billie Eilish. They were playing Bad Guy by Billie Eilish, which is a great song, and she is an excellent singer. And then they had Michael frickin' Rooker on here, basically doing his Alex Jones conspiracy theorist impression about the whole Brightburn mystery, which was hilarious. Um, that was great. and I'm not saying the rest of the movie is bad. It's not. I was entertained by it. But like that was just a level of entertainment that I was not expecting and sure as hell didn't remember that just kind of came out of nowhere and I'm like, "Whoa." Good job. Good job. Um I don't know. There are definitely a like the critics of this movie gave it a 57% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is very nearly a fresh score. It's just barely a rotten score. But the audiences give it 67%, which is way, that is definitely fresh. So I think that I don't know. I think that this was a good twist on the Superman story in the sense that we're going to take it and make it as horrific as possible. And I think one of the big ways to do that is to basically take the motherhood that Tori was so desperate to have that she finally gets with Brandon and use that as kind of like a shield that helps Brandon, it enables him to just go on the rampage that he does. Um, I mean, overall, I would say that out of the now 4 movies that I've watched this month for the thrills and chills theme, this one is the first straight up horror movie. Like this one definitely brings the horror in a way that is the point of the movie, and I think it does it in a fairly effective way. Um, Tigers Are Not Afraid, I would call a dark fantasy tragedy. Pan's Labyrinth, I would also call a dark fantasy. It's kind of a tragedy, but it's more of a dark fantasy fairy tale than anything else. And then the New Mutants, that's like a superhero science fiction, like, and I would say action movie that has definitely got notes of horror in it, but the horror definitely wasn't the point, as it really wasn't with the other ones. And so, um, this so far is the first straight up horror movie I feel like I've watched this month, and I've seen this one before. It's been a while, and I've clearly forgotten a lot of it, but this was good to watch again, and I definitely enjoyed it, and hopefully you did as well. Thank you for watching this reaction. If you enjoyed it, please go ahead and thwick the like button, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing as well. Also, consider sharing this out to your friends, your family, your followers, anyone that you think would enjoy my reaction to these media. What'd you think of this movie? Hmm? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Let me know why in the comments. I would love to have a conversation with you about this film. You can find the full and unedited live stream of this reaction on my YouTube channel. There is a master playlist of all movies that I have watched and reacted to on my channel. Excuse me. Also, I am breaking them up into shorter playlists, usually by genre, but also with some tagged playlists as well. In terms of genre, Brightburn would be considered horror and science fiction, and it would also be in a tagged playlist under superhero movies, believe it or not. Anyways, whichever of those playlists you go looking for, you can find them on my YouTube channel under the category Watch Party. And finally, channel memberships are now live on the Spidey Librarian YouTube channel. Check out the membership tiers and see which benefits you'd like access to. Perks include shoutouts, members-only videos, members-only live streams, and early access to selected uploaded content, as well as a few other benefits as well. And that's not even mentioning my custom emotes and badges, which I think look pretty good. Check out the membership tiers today and see which perks you'd like access to. And I think that's everything. So, yeah. Thanks again for watching this Spidey Librarian, and until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. Bye. Oh, wait, I'm not going away yet, so sorry. All right, let me try that again. All right. So until my next stream or upload, right? Oh, and until my next stream, right? And until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. Okay, all right. CG, I can see that you had a bit to say. Let me see what other people were saying first. There were a lot of alternative superpowered people. Okay, yeah, I've responded to that one. Lord of Forbidden Decks was doing here. Hunter told me about James Gunn being the producer, which I was like, how did I not know that? Then we had a technical issue. Okay. All right. Wolf said, thanks, Hunter. That's why Brightburn sounded familiar. Still have never seen it. Okay. All right. All right. CG says that he hasn't seen the Guardians sequels, but he did see the first Guardians film, and it's his least favorite Marvel film. However, he knows that people wouldn't agree, which is okay. Yeah, no, I definitely disagree with you. I think the Guardians films are excellent. Interesting how James Gunn went from working on Super to working on Superman. Super does seem like a horror parody of Superman. I'm not familiar with Super. Never seen it. Something that CG considers interesting is that Super came out as the same year as the Joker, which means that 2019 has at least 2 villain origin films. And I mean, Brightburn. I mean, yeah, that was definitely a 2019 release. So yeah, I don't know. All right, CG's heard a lot of mixed things about Brightburn. He knows that people really like it, but also know people that really didn't like it. I would like to know their reasons for why they didn't like it. All right, Gurney came back. Okay, back. Not super psyched about the math. I just crunched, but back. I am not sure what that means. If you're still here, feel free to tell me, but otherwise I understand if you're, gone. Okay, CG says that Elizabeth Banks did a pretty good job as Betty Brant, even though she didn't have a big role. I mean, she was okay. She was okay. She is not who I would have cast as Betty Brant, but then again, Betty Brant is, like you said, is not a huge role, at least not in those movies. Betty Brant has a fairly bigger role in the comics because they have had decades to develop her. And she's not like a main character or anything, but when she comes in for Peter, she usually comes in fairly clutch. So let's see. Elizabeth Banks was also in a Power Rangers film, so Brightburn could be the 5th superhero film that has her in it. Okay. Don't know if you've seen the Hunger Games films or not, but she's really good in them. So if you want to see her show some more range, they're worth seeing. I've seen the Hunger Games and I've seen Catching Fire. I don't really care to see Mockingjay parts 1 and 2. But I definitely know she's in those. So hope that the film is holding up for me. I would say it holds up. I would say it holds up pretty well. Feels like Michael Rooker is in most things that James Gunn does. Yeah, it really does feel like that. CG thinks that a sequel has been considered. Okay. CG also thinks that Brightburn came out during the time when we were where having evil characters that have similar abilities to Superman was a common thing. Even Eternals felt like an evil Superman story. Yeah, I mean, I suppose kind of, but I don't know. I feel like at least I feel like thematically there are some fairly key differences there. I can definitely see some similarities, so I'm not discounting what you're saying automatically. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I would need to think about that a lot more. Brightburn got a similar critic score to Man of Steel. Okay, all right. Oh, you mistook Super for Brightburn? So you're saying that Super got a similar critic score to Man of Steel? Super is from 2011 and Brightburn is from 2019. He got mixed up because they're both dark superhero films that James Gunn has worked on. Yeah. Okay. I can believe that. Overall, I mean, this was a good experience. If I were to give this a letterboxed review score, I would say this gets probably would give it 3 stars. It's like on the cusp between me giving it 3 stars and then 2.5 stars, because it definitely has its issues, but I also like really just kind of got a lot of enjoyment out of the experience, especially as someone who likes both superhero movies and horror movies. And so this one at least held up for me. So I think I'm just gonna give it the 3 and let those who disagree with me continue to disagree with me. So, but yeah, not bad. Not bad at all, man. Okay, well, anyways, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I'm going to work on taking care of dinner for my household today. And then after that, who knows? I'm going to play, or I'm going to watch Tulsa King episode 4 tonight at 10 o'clock. So who knows? I might play some more Arkham Asylum before then. I might try a cozy game. I might do nothing. I'm not sure. So I don't have anything scheduled, but I do what I do when I want to do it, I suppose. Kind of like the character in Billie Eilish's song "Bad Guy." I do what I want when I want. So, anyways, I'm gonna get going. Thanks a lot for hanging out with me, guys. I appreciate it very much. Take care. This is Spidey Librarian, and until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. Bye.